Yes, welcome back again. Remember, it's Mex from the Mexcreationtv. Mex Creation. I am Mex on the TikTok account. Try to give you all this information. Yes, this I'll address what we call the security guards and what is happening now. I think there's a lot of terminations when you get into security guards. Yes, we have some situations in what we call business where we have recession, where we have loss of contracts, where definitely we have where the books of accounts are not balancing, contrary to what is available in the company. Yes, most of you will you'll agree with me right now that we are experiencing this in Qatar right now. There's a lot of companies losing contracts, or contracts are being terminated, and those contracts had very many people that were hired for that contract. Yes, definitely I'll agree with me, or you'll agree with me also in that case. I'll talk about what you call the security companies. Yes, I see most of you who are in security companies, you know this kind of wave is coming in. This wave will come in where contracts get off, new contracts come. Some of you are seated aside waiting for the new contract to come for you to get the job. Or in that regard, when the new contract comes, then some of you are being terminated off and you're terminated off work from work. Yes, I know this kind of things that happens definitely. But what do we have to put in mind is that what are our rights when this kind of thing happens? Yes, according to the law, we have the rights. The employer has the right, yes, for the employer's sake or the employer's side. The contract is done. He has no option but to release off what you call the surplus labor. That is why some companies based on termination, leave alone the companies closing down. Now we are looking at what you call termination because of loss of contracts. Yes, what happens? They'll have two options for you. So you have the right for you to agree on the two options. Yes, to most they will tell you that we have lost our contract. We are going to give you 3 months vacation with a one-way ticket. You go to your country. Then when we have new contracts, we shall recall you back, or we shall send you what we call an air ticket for you to return. That is one scenario. Then we have the second option they will give you is that we are going to give you a termination letter. But once they are giving you a termination letter, then we are going to give you 30 days. Once you get a termination letter from the company, you are normally given a notice of what you call 30 days. So within the 30 days of the notice, from the date that you get that termination letter from the company, or what we call an end of service letter from that company, it should be the start date that you should start looking for work, because you have only 30 days. Out of the 30 days, your employer has the right to report a follow-up search against you if you are still in the country, or if you don't agree to exit the country, unless you've got a new sponsor who has applied for you for change of sponsorship with the ministry on the Ministry of Labor website, and you have what you call the EC number, which is called the employer change number. You are in the system, that has no problem. So I want you to know that. Yes, most of you will agree with me, you've worked with security companies for 7 years or 6 years, and this kind of scenario comes in. What could be the best option? What could be the best advice that I will give you? Yes, you have two options: either to agree to get a termination, you are paid all your benefits, all your settlement is given to, including the end of service bonus. You can go and look for another option to return, because that's a lot of end of service bonus. Yes, sometimes the disadvantage we have is that once you exit, you exit and say, I'll go and have vacation for 3 months, then after they will call me back. What if this company does not call you back? You'll lose what you call the end of service bonus that you are supposed to have. Then also something that definitely you should also know, you are going to be outside the country. You don't know what, maybe you get problems from outside the company, but you definitely left the money in this side. So that means you cannot claim the money. You cannot claim for the money when you are outside the country. You cannot claim for that money if you are outside the country. It's contrary to a few situations whereby companies are really good. They will say, okay, fine, you did this, let us try to be genuine. They will send you some amount of money for that situation, and you can have it. But you have to take that decision contrarily, knowing what you call the disadvantage and the advantage of what you call the both sides. Otherwise, for you not to lose on one side. Yes, Most of you have been given what you call the end of service letters or termination letter, but you've continued to sit on them. Remember, you only have 30 days. It's better you look for someone else who can take over your sponsorship. Or if you're not willing to continue with anyone else for a time being and you need to rest off, then you just ask for them to release you off, cancel out your QID, go out. Then after on return, when you're definitely going to return, you can be able to have someone or to find someone who can apply for a new visa to return into the country. This, we are going to witness it here in the country, that you find that very many companies will be closing down, or they're closing out or closing some of the contracts, closing some of the contracts they have, and they have no option. Well, the only option that is available to them is just only to release of what you call the surplus labor, such that they can stay within what you call the operation cost, or they can be within the operation cost of their company. Hope I've tried to share something for you.